guys, welcome back. Today, boys and girls, we're going to be drawing our baby Yoda, or known as Gruko in The Mandalorian. So the new Mandalorian, if you've seen it, he is what we call our baby Yoda. First step, boys and girls, what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper, we're going to fold it once, and you're going to fold it just like a card. And once you do that, you're going to then bring the bottom to the top. So use your table to line it up. I'm holding mine up in the air. Once you have that done, boys and girls, you're going to make and you're going to have these grid lines. We're going to use these as a guide today to draw our baby Yoda or our Gruki. Okay, and I'm going to put mine on my clipboard here. Have your drawing tool ready. I'm going to draw with a black marker so that you can see the steps, and you can draw whatever you're comfortable in, a pencil or a crayon. Or you can do the same with me as a black marker. All right, so we'll put the cap on the back. And we're going to start at the line right where the two lines meet. And we're going to start with a rainbow line. So find that, and you're going to go across that intersecting area for his nose. So right across where the T line is, make that arch, like a rainbow arch for the nose. Next step, we're going to come right underneath of it. Don't let them touch, but you can make his mouth. So you can make a smile. Don't let them touch. Okay, give a little space in between. We're going to use that for the mouth. All right, and then in the box, you have two boxes up on the top of your fold. And those two boxes on the top of the fold, we're going to make for the eyes. So the eyes are going to arch like the nose line, and they're just going to be a little bit bigger. So on this side, I'm going to arch just like a rainbow arch. It's going to be the top of the eyes. Top of the eyes. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Looks reminds me of like a penguin. Okay. And then what you could do next is you can start to fill the bottom lines. So we're going to come down here and we're just going to give it a little, kind of close it off as like a little half of a circle. You can kind of round it. And next we're going to fill in the eyes. So as we fill in the eyes, I like to leave that little glare, that light that hits the eyes and sort of reflects off of it. So I'm going to make, here I made two dots. You can leave one dot. You can make a big dot. You can make a small one. I'm going to make mine big, and we're going to just fill in the pupil. So that is the eye. I'll make a big one. You can make it all black. Or you can make what some of us call those cutie eyes, or just leave one little glare. Okay, so the next step, what we're going to do, so it looks like a penguin to me, we're going to draw the side of his face. Gruko's face right here. We're going to stay as close to the eyes as we can without touching the eyes and without touching the mouth. So what's going to happen there is I'm going to go from the eyes, and I'm going to go here as close to the eyes. I'm going to curve down as close to the mouth as I can, but don't touch the mouth, all right? We're going to go to this side over here, come up to the eyes as close as you can without touching the eyes. So we make sort of that upside down rainbow shape, or the letter U. Okay, I'll give you a second to catch up. And you can always go back and darken your eyes or fill your eyes in later if we go too fast. Or make that a little bit bigger. All right, so next up is the ears. Baby Yoda's ears, we're going to come out large to the side of the paper. So I'm going to start on the side over here, and you're going to go out to the edge or the side of the paper. So you're going to want to bring it out. Unless his ears are pointing up, you can kind of get that going however you want. So I'm going to have mine go out to a curve, and then I'm going to bring it into the bottom, right below his eye. So I'm going to take this line now, and I'm going to bring it down to below its eye, okay? Because his ear's big. So we're going to bring it down just below the eye, okay? And we're going to do the same to the other side, and we're going to come out, and I've got my clipboard here, so I'm just going to come here, and I'll bring it up there. Okay, so we've got that ear kind of on that side. And it looks like a Yoda or a gremlin too. It reminds me of that. Yeah. So then we got to do, boys and girls, the inside of the ear. So if you're ready to close the ear to the side of the face. You can bring that line up now. Just like that. We brought it up to connect it. And then we have to make the shape inside the ear. It's the same shape, which is that triangle shape. And inside, we're going to go as close as we can. Come down as close as we can. And you could just stop at the face. And the inside of his ears, I've seen them as pink, and I've seen them as yellow. So when you color it, you can make it pink or you can make it yellow. How you doing over there? Looking good? Looking good. All right, so we're just gonna go here and come here. All right, next step we're gonna move to is his hat. So right here we have just the face done. If you don't wanna add a Santa hat to it and you just wanna give it a little curve, you can curve over its head. We were making the holiday Yoda, so we're gonna give him a little hat. So it could come straight across, right above his eyes. And then you come up with a sort of fluffy, puffy, kind of rectangular shape. And that's the cotton of the hat, where it's usually white. Give you a second to get that rectangle on. And then we'll add the top of the hat. So this could be a triangle. Depending on how much space you have at your paper, I'm gonna curve mine. I'll curve mine this time to this side. And I'm gonna curve it over. Maybe I curve it down past his ear right here, and I make the little circle ball here. So that's the end of the hat, and then I'll curve it up here. So you may have more room than I do. Looks like an elf. And if you have a little bit more room, maybe you can make the whole triangle. We draw a little bit larger using that grid that we have. All right, boys and girls, we're almost done our baby Yoda. Looking good. What we're going to do underneath of his eyes, so kind of right underneath of his eyes, we're going to make this rectangle shape. And this is going to be for his cloak. And it could be like a Christmas cloak where it's Christmas colors. So that rectangle right underneath. And then we're going to go straight down with a bigger rectangle. And that's part of his cloak or his jacket there. And we're going to come down one more time. Mine's going to hit the end of my paper. So I'm at the bottom of my paper here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make the line going down the center of his jacket. So if you want to, it should be right about on that center fold. Okay. We're going to make a line. And what we're going to do is we're going to curve that line. So as we curve that line, I'm going to kind of curve it this way, or you could do something different if you want to make it into a circle. And then I'm going to make a straight line down the middle. And then I'm going to curve the bottom. It kind of reminds you of like a Lego Baby Yoda. And then as we add the arms, we're going to come beside the jacket, this side and this side. And it's with like a little triangle shape. So here we can make a little triangle come out. One arm, and then we have a fluffy little bottom here for the jacket, and that's white. And then I can make his hand come close to his body. If you're not comfortable drawing a hand, just kind of put it right beside him or right behind him. If you can draw the hand, I'll show you a way that we can do that. So on this side, I'll make the hand, I'll have it come out. So right underneath where the cloak is, rectangle or a triangle, fluffy bottom of his jacket, and then his little hand. I believe he just has about 3 fingers. I'm just gonna make there. All right, ooh, maybe he has a lightsaber or something in his hand, or a candy cane if you want to. All right, next step, if you want to keep it on your paper, feel free to keep it. If you wish to cut it out, I'll show you some ways that we can do that. Let's get ready to share our artwork. And as we do this, hold it up, and I'll go through some coloring steps and how you can complete it. All right, give it to us, boys and girls, on 3, 2, 1, show. If you have a camera, put it on. Let's see what we have. They look like little elves, too. So we get that color into that. Looking good.
I added in a lightsaber.
Nice. And Chase has a lightsaber over here, so maybe he has some light coming from it as he works on it. So what I'll do real quick is I'm going to color mine, and I'll color mine because I'm going to show you if you wish to cut it out. There is a way that we could cut it out and make it stand. So I'm going to make this Yoda's ears yellow. Last one I did was pink. And with the holidays coming up, maybe you have a Star Wars family fan and maybe you make a gift for them. You could put it in a frame. You could put the artwork as a card. So as we went through just the steps here, you gonna do yellow ears or pink ears, Gavin? Let's see, I'll go ahead and color. Let's see, I'll go with this shade of green. So we have a couple different shades of green. So maybe I'll go with the lighter green. You going with the darker green?
Yeah.
And Gavin's going with like a neon green. So I'm gonna make my Yoda this shade of green. So, and hopefully you guys are all ready for the holidays. Christmas is right around the corner. New Year's is a couple days away. And if you haven't checked out some of the new Mandalorians, we're all caught up on the Mandalorian. It's an exciting Netflix series with, well, you think it's Baby Yoda, but I don't think it is. And I remember, I think he likes to eat frogs. Frogs. Yeah, so I'm going to color my hat, and then I'll color the jacket. And I'll show you, if you wish to cut it out, what you can do to make it stand. So I'm going to give him, if you want to give him some eyebrows, you can. You want to put something in his hand, feel free to do that. And our red here looks like it's starting to run out. So if you want to color a background, feel free to color a background. If you wish to cut it out and put Yoda by your tree on the table, we can stand them up. All right, so I'll show you what we can do. Oh, that's red right there too. All right. So if you want to keep it on your paper, feel free to keep it on your paper. If you wish to cut it out, what you can do is, as you cut it out, go around just the outside the body, and you can we roll pieces of paper as like a tube to make it stand up so that it can stand on its own. And I'll show you how we can do that. Fun holiday art as we finish out our year. All right, and we'll get ready to make it stand. Take that out. If you have a little piece like this to cut out, you can fold it in half right where it's white, where we don't need it. Give it a little snip to open it up, and then you can put your scissors in there and cut it. Sometimes you could do that, or you could take a pencil and put a little hole in it and do that as well too. So I've cut mine out here, and if you wish to put it on a tube, you can take an extra sheet of paper and roll it. So what we do is just put glue, and this is just my extra underneath. I'm going to put glue on one side, and then I'm going to roll it into a tube. So just roll up my glue stick, and we'll put some glue on the ends there. And then I just glued the bottom, and then we take it and we roll it. As we roll it into the glue, you can just keep it nice and tight. Try to go as even as you can. And then you have like a tube, like a telescope. It stands on its own, and then your art could go on it, just like that. So I'm gonna put the glue on the Baby Yoda instead of the tube. I find it to be a little bit easier that way. So as we fill it, and that's the end of that glue stick. So we'll scrape that out and push that there. Oh, boys, Mommy needs some new glue sticks for Christmas. This one's all gone, and my red marker went out. So maybe we can look into that. Some stocking stuffers for Mommy. All right, so boys and girls, once you have cut it out, okay, give it a little rub, and it's on a tube, and it can stand. How are we doing over here? Oh, let's give it to her for our last share. We have a Star Wars lightsaber on his hand. Gavin, how you doing over here? You want to hold it up? Give us one last show. Oh, I love him. He's just adorable as is. So fantastic work, friends, and hope you had fun with our Baby Yoda or Gruco from The Mandalorian, and we'll see you next time. Bye.